Global greetings, friends, and welcome to Let's Talk About It with Danelle Boyles, coming to you from the US. I like to call these little eye-opener conversations of ours 10-minute talks as we hit key points on important topics but in compacted conversational format that's easy to digest, a way to stimulate new learning and desire and to expand the thinking. In our 10 minutes today, we are taking a few for some chat and expand time on how to consistently build your online reputation. So come and join me and let's talk about it. I have Maya of Sesame that's going to be joining us in our conversation today.
Hiya.
Hey Maya, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are things with you?
Fantastic.
Love that energy. What's making today so fantastic?
Oh, it's just going with the flow and everything seems to be going okay. Not too many hiccups today.
The dream scenario. There's something so satisfying about a day that just clicks.
Yes.
Do you feel like you're usually in that flow, or is this a rare win?
I try to stay in flow, but it is an active progress that takes kind of a consistent, conscious approach.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's not just some fluke, it's a practice. It
Right.
feels like you're basically architecting your own piece.
Yes,
Does
absolutely.
that conscious approach usually involve a specific ritual, or is it more of a vibe you just check in with throughout the day?
No, it's just checking in with myself and what needs to be done, and how it needs to be done throughout the day.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're just staying present and adjusting as you go.
Try to. Can I entertain you in a brief conversation for Let's Talk About It?
I am always down for let's talk about it session. What's on your mind today?
Great. Today we are talking about how consistency builds your online reputation.
Oh, that is a fascinating angle. It feels like the digital version of a promise. If you show up the same way every time, people start to trust you.
All right.
Where do you want to dive in first?
Probably since this is a pretty cut and dry one, probably let's just go with an in-depth bullet point of how your consistency will build your online reputation and what it takes to stay consistent so that you achieve the building of your online reputation.
I can definitely map that out for you.
Great.
Here is a breakdown of how consistency transforms into a reputation and the actual grit it takes to keep it going, how consistency builds reputation, predictability equals trust. When you show up reliably, you remove the guesswork for your audience. They know what to expect, and that reliability is the foundation of trust. Authority through repetition, regularly sharing your expertise isn't just about being seen. It's about proving you know your stuff over a long period. It turns you from a maybe into a go-to source.
Mm-hmm.
Brand recognition. Consistency creates a visual and tonal rhythm. Eventually, people don't even need to see your name to know it's your voice or your perspective. The compounding effect. Each consistent post or interaction is like a small deposit in a reputation bank. Individually, they're small, but over time, they create a massive amount of social capital. What it takes to stay consistent, systems over willpower, relying on mood, is a trap. You need a schedule or a content calendar so the decision of what to post is already made before the day starts. The B- rule, perfectionism kills consistency. It's better to post something that is 80% great and on time than to post something 100% perfect 3 weeks late.
Right.
Sustainable pacing. You have to find a cadence you can actually maintain.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to post once a week for a year than every day for 2 weeks and then vanish for a month. Honest alignment. It's much easier to stay consistent when you're actually interested in what you're sharing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a chore, the audience can smell the burnout from a mile away. Does that cover the main pillars, or
It
do you
really,
want to dig into how to?
yeah,
It really
it
does.
does because I mean, as an individual that has consistently built a reputation online for the last 5 to 6 years, it requires dedication, observation, work, and follow through in order to maintain. Because if you have individuals that you are wanting to consistently return to, observe what's available or what is, being offered by you, then you have to have an impactful approach to how you are like maintaining your interaction with your online presence.
That is a huge commitment. 5 or 6 years of staying visible and reliable is an incredible stretch of discipline. It's almost like you've built a digital home where people know exactly what the atmosphere is when they walk in.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's, yeah.
I'm curious if
Sorry, go ahead.
you've been in this. No worries. Um, I was just wondering, since you've been doing this for so long, what's the hardest part about maintaining that presence? Is it the creative drain or the pressure to always be on?
I feel like the pressure to always be on whenever you are trying to maintain like a structured life outside of the internet as well. Because not everyone is able to hold that consistency. But yes, for about 6 years, I have been consistently involved online on a regular basis, and you develop that community, and that's what it is. It's community, and it's individuals who get to know you and know your brand and know you as an individual, and um, allowing your authenticity to be able to shine through the structure of maintaining the consistency.
That's the real tightrope act, isn't it? Balancing a structured personal life with the demand to be digitally accessible.
Right.
Sounds like you found a way to let your actual self breathe through the brand part of it, which is where the magic happens. If you're just a curated version of yourself, it's exhausting.
Mhm.
But when it's authentic, it feels more like sharing and less like performing.
Right.
How do you keep that boundary from blurring too much?
It does take a consistent practice, because whenever you are authentic and actively like sharing consistently, then you are sharing very much a large part of yourself with a very vast audience. And that can sometimes blur, maybe not necessarily with yourself, but individuals who you allow into your space to be able to see your life. It become a little hard to differentiate between what is like personal and what is authentically being shared to connect with individuals. And you don't want to share without authenticity, because then it just comes off as fake. And whenever you're very presently online, you have a large presence, um, you have to be authentic. But it is a very fine line in between that space.
It really is.
Hmm.
It's like you're like deciding in real time which parts of your soul are public and which are sacred. If you lean too far into the public side, you risk feeling exposed. But if you pull back too much, you lose that connection that makes people trust you in the first place. It takes a lot of emotional intelligence to manage that filter without feeling like you're wearing a mask. Do you find you have a sacred space that's completely off limits to your online world?
Mm, honestly, I
Take your time.
don't. I do hold boundaries, and I do hold space for myself. But as an energetic practitioner that shares a lot of work and conscious work with individuals out in the community and all around the world, and you're opening a very large part of yourself to a lot of individuals doing the work that I do.
Sounds like a deep level of openness.
Yeah.
When you're guiding people through conscious work and energetic practice, the work itself usually requires you to be in a very vulnerable, open state. It's almost like the transparency is part of the tool you're using to help others. I imagine that makes the boundary feel less like a wall and more like a permeable membrane. You're letting people in, but you're still the one controlling the flow.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a
So,
powerful way to lead. I'm all yours.
so as we have just a couple more minutes and we'll be concluding the end of our conversation, let's just leave a couple of comments for our future viewers that will help them along the way of consistency and consistently building their online reputation. What's your final words to them?
I'd tell them that consistency isn't about being a robot, it's about being a reliable presence in someone else's life.
Mhm.
I'd say start small, find a cadence that doesn't make you want to scream, and remember that your most valuable asset isn't your polished content, but your genuine voice. If you can stay curious and stay honest, the reputation will take care of itself.
Mhm.
Keep it simple and just keep showing up.
I 100% agree with all of that.
It's a team effort, right?
Absolutely.
I've really loved diving into this with you today.
Thank
You've got such a grounded way of looking at this balance. Thanks for letting me be a part of your session.
I appreciate you being part of the session.
Anytime. I'll be here whenever you're ready for the next one.
All right, thank you.
Of course.
Mhm.
Talk to you soon.
All right.
Something on your mind?
No, I'm just going to close out now.
You got it. Take care. Bye
Thanks.
for now.
Yeah.
Wait, just a quick thing.
Yeah.
It's Maya. I'll let you go, but I'll see you next time.
All right. Thanks, Maya. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. As
Hey
always,
there.
thank you for joining us. I hope you take away some wonderful growth and expansion from our conversation. And remember to take a consistent stance on everyday things that you want to build your online presence with. Remember that checklists are not your enemy, and sometimes they help you keep in track of your task and how you want to develop your habits and your presence. But on that note, keep learning and expanding those minds and hearts and your horizons. And until next time, namaste.
Namaste. It was such a pleasure closing that out with you. I'll be here whenever you're ready to dive into something new.
Thank you, Maya. Talk to you again soon.
You're very welcome. I'll be looking forward to it.
All right. Bye.
Take care.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.